Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Customs. Today we are going to review and talk a little bit about PrototypeZ's Resin Model Kit Street Fighter line. And the first one they released is Sagat. So I got number 12 of 150 that's going to be coming out. Now, I'm going to explain a little stuff about the company. Eric Soso and a couple other guys got together and they got a license from Capcom and they are starting resin model kits of Street Fighter. Now, I know some of you might say I don't want a resin model kit, I want a finished statue painted. There's a bunch of options with this now. Basically, you're not getting cheap factory paint-ups that look like dolls. You're actually getting, some quality paint-ups. This is all casted here in the USA. It's painted here in the USA. And out of 150, you're not going to get 150 exactly the same, which is, I think, is great because it's going to make it even more rare and more sought out than actual 150 pre-painted statue that you see on eBay all the time. So I'll explain what they're doing is, now this kit itself is $225 and then plus tax and shipping it goes a little bit more. But they also offer a service where you can buy the kit and you can actually have it sent to their painter and their painter paints it up. Now I think, I don't know all the details yet, but I think what it is you could get a base paint up, which is like a 2-color job, which is like a skin tone and one shading for like $200, or for $300 you get a really nice detail painting. Now, that's one option you can do. Another option is if you're a painter and you like to paint statues and you want to buy the kit for $225, you can buy the kit, do it yourself, and then you're done. Or there's tons of other painters out there that do different styles. There's people like me, there's a couple other guys on statueforum.com, resinkits.usa, Clubhouse, tons of different painters that are always probably willing to take on more work, and you can get different styles, different colors, and it's all up to you. So you could buy the statue, have it painted up, and say you like color 2 of Sagat on Street Fighter 4 or in the Alpha games, or you like color 5 or color 10, or you want him a little bit darker skin, or you want the scar bleeding. There's just many options. So you have all those options, and then you also have the option of, well, I'm going to buy the kit now and I'm going to hold on to it. Now, I've seen in the hobby business and the hobby, everything, where some people buy a kit, they throw it in their closet, they never get to it, and then maybe like 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line, they want to just clear out a bunch of stuff and get rid of it, and they find out the kit that they bought is doubled or tripled their price. Now, I've seen this before where, you can pay $220, $225 for this kit, and all of a sudden everybody wants the Street Fighter line, they're looking for all these kits and they can't find it, and since Sagat's the first to run, he's always pretty much hard to find right away. You might throw him up on eBay and all of a sudden, boom, you're selling it for $500, $600, $700, or maybe even more, you never know. So that's the cool thing about this whole business model is there's a lot of options. And for 150 of them, you never know, there's going to be, people are going to throw it in their collection. You never know what's going to be painted up. You might see one on eBay where I don't like that paint up, and the next thing you know, someone's throwing one on eBay where it's like, oh my god, that paint up's amazing, I want it. So, it goes back and forth. You never know. So that's what's pretty cool. So I got number 12, 150. It comes in this big box like this. Now, the thing what you're saying is, well, when you put it together, it's not going to go back into this box. Well, this is pretty much the whole idea behind the kits is, you buy it, and if you want to sell it or wrap it up, you have to wrap it up really good to send it out to somebody and stuff. But, there's upsides, downsides to everything, and, it's just a whole new business model, new things they're trying. So, with that being said, go onto their site. It's www.PrototypeZstudios.com, as you can see. And they released the first 50 Sagats pre-orders. They are sending these out now. They're going to start another 50, and then we'll do the rest of the 50. I think Ryu is next. Then I think after that, they're going to be doing Ken, Akuma, Cammy, Honda, and down the line. Now, Eric, if you're watching this video, we got to get Rose out. I love Rose, and I'm going to throw it in every video. We got to get Rose out. You got to be the first company with an official license to do a Rose statue or a kit. You just got to do it because I want to see it. And my one friend that I play all the time who plays Dalsim, you got to get Dalsim too, because the goal is we're going to do Dalsim, and I'm going to make a little cheese hat for him. I'm going to sculpt a cheese hat and put it on him because I always call him Super Cheese when I play him. So you gotta get those done. We gotta get those out. So promise me you'll get those done this year and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put the camera down toward this and we'll start unboxing him. So he's pretty cool. He's pretty big. I think you guys will pretty much like the way it's all set up. So, when you open them up, you have them all. Now I kind of unwrapped them all up already just to make sure I looked at it all. But, so actually, you know what we'll do? We'll put this down here and we'll put all the pieces up here. So what you do is you get a sculpted by Eric Sosa nameplate. And so here we go. Now we got the body. Now looking at the casting already, very clean, not a lot of seam work, pretty much sanded down. It's got some greasy oily on it. That is mold release. Now mold release is basically when you pour the resin into, when you make the mold, you spray the mold with like an oil basically, and you got to have that in there so this way when you pull the mold apart, it doesn't, this resin doesn't stick to the mold and rip it. Now, very easy to take this off. All you have to do is get a pail, a kitchen sink, throw some warm water in there with some Dawn, mix it up, get a toothbrush and brush it all off, let it dry, and then pretty much you're ready to go because you get all that off. So, and we got legs, we got feet. Now the cool thing about this, it comes with two different heads, which is a nice surprise. You got the one Sagat head, like that. Fits on pretty clean. Basically, no magnets came with it, but at least I don't think so. And then you can just get some magnets on eBay or somewhere, and you can actually magnetize the head so they come in and out. And then you got that head, which is pretty cool. And we got the arms. Now you got the flames for his arms, and they're casted up in clear resin. And let's see, is this the right arm for this one? Yes. As you can see, if you paint that up in a fire and then you glue it onto there, you get it into his hand. Very good, clean casting, goes on pretty well. Not a lot of problems. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different. Now I know a lot of people are going to be doing clear resin with clear. I think I'm going to actually chrome mine up and I'm going to do a chrome flame on him because I want mine to stand out, be a little bit different, and just have a variety, which is kind of cool. So, and yes, you can actually chrome these. This is it's basically clear resin, but still resin itself. So, now if you're putting this together, you can design it any way you want. Now me, the way I'll do it is they go in pretty well. You know, basically, if you really wanted to, you can actually magnetize every single joint, and you can have them all magnetized, or you can just glue it in. But the way I usually work is I'll probably drill here, drill in there, use Aves, pin it, and make sure he's one solid piece that he'll never come apart. That's just the way I am. Let's see. I know he pieces together. See. But you know, and you could also set up where you paint up the leg, the feet, and all that stuff, and then you just glue it in at the end, and then you're done. Now there's a little bit of gunks here and there. You just have to clean up. But this is typical kit stuff. It's nothing uncommon or new. So, and then we have the huge base. Very clean. There's, looking at the casting, there's no pinholes really. Just typical little bubble stuff here and there around the edges. That's very easy to clean up. The seam lines are pretty much clean. They're not really like heavy seam lines. That's good. So looking at it, it's a very good clean kit. It's not, you know, when people ask me to do kits, I always ask them, like, I want to see the casting, because I've had some horror stories and I had some really issues where you go and work on it and there's bubbles all over the place and it's just a headache. But these are done very well, looking very clean, very no really looks like any seam lines. They pretty much tried to clean it up as best as possible. Of course, you know, you still want to clean up to your own personal. But yeah, so he pieces together pretty well. Looks pretty good. You know, he'll go into the. Let's goes in over here. Yeah, so very good clean kit. Really excited to get this. I'm probably going to pick up maybe a couple more. And probably just do them up and part word them and stuff like that. Because that's the other cool thing about this, is anybody can buy them. They're not limited to anybody specific. So people like me, where I could just buy them, paint them up, and throw them on eBay. You know, that, or, you know, hold on to them, resell them and stuff like that. So, like I said, there's a lot of different options, but pretty cool, very clean. I actually wish a lot of kits were printed out like this. They're really, and heavy, not cheap resin, not super light, you know. So, that's pretty much the PrototypeZ Sagat statue. Hopefully you guys liked the video and how it's all set up. Look forward to going onto their site. Maybe you'll find a character or two down the line you want. And, you know, if you're really interested, pick up the Sagat while you can, because first 50 are already gone. 100 more to be made, and after that, they're moving on to Ryu and then Ken. So, and I'll tell you this right now, there's not very many Sagats out there. And there's definitely not many Sagats that look like this, especially with clear resin and, you know. So I think he's about 12 inches too, so he's not like a 1/4 scale. I think they're like 1/6 basically. But, you know, don't miss out on them. And hopefully you guys liked the video, and we'll see you next time. And Eric, let's get that rose out. We need rose. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.